A lot.
So business DJ Towers
DJ Towers. Help us on our WhatsApp platform 0719-100404. Business DJ Towers. Let's see before we get into that. Some have said in Dagatanga a restaurant here with only one bean. Others started a chicken project with one feather. Others started their canteen with just one rice.
One rice.
So DJ Towers, how did he start? Let us know. What's your idea? 0719-100404. 28 minutes before 9 is our time. But there's a question here. Is
church a business?
Is church a business? Okay, that's another one. Right. Let's hear from you. 0719-100404. Okay. Thank you so much, Vimbai Chisho, for listening from Rwanda. If you're listening online, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Answer the Towers, the Rakin Derema looks. That's Ronnie Sinamana's comment. Okay. And church is not a business. Okay, but be that as it may, we have VK Lionheart right in the studio to talk to us and to inspire us as 2024 is just 3 days into play. So we just need to find out how to be inspired, how to be motivated. How did you even start your own business?
Thanks, my brother.
How did you even start your business? What exactly do you do?
Okay, I'm a venture capitalist.
Meaning what?
So, meaning I make money with debt. Later, my name is credit.
Oh, okay.
So I get money from private investors, and then I invest in various assets. I buy businesses. I start my own businesses. Like I have an energy drink line. That's the greatest project that I have at the moment. Real estate and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I do.
Saka isusu tokutochika kutokwereta
Totora chikwereti kuite mari.
Yeah.
Chikwereti chine mari mudaro.
Oh.
Yeah. Isusu just tichikura takadzidziswa kumaka chikwereti. But if you look at all big companies, look at Tesla, Facebook, when the companies get bigger, they go public. When they go public, it means they can raise money from the public. They put their shares on stock market exchange. So Elon Musk might be worth 250 billion, but he can raise a capital to, put in his business. He goes and gets the money from you. Or when about YouTube, when invest in Netflix or invest in Facebook. Every billionaire, every rich guy has a credit. That's how people make money. Yeah.
So would you actually encourage other people as the year started to go out there, total squares?
So that now depends, because there's what you call bad debt and good debt. One or two kutenga boots or choir. Because when you take debt, it must supposed to multiply the money that you took. So it's like, for example, Shumba ungandipa mari, atasanga na Shumba. If you give me $20 right now, niganda unotenga a liability. There's no way that I'll give you your money back, because I have used it on something that I cannot get the money back. You see, but if you give me $20, don't tenga maput, don't tengesa in the next 30 days, then if $40, then I give you 20 back. That means in the course of raise another $20 to continue my business, and I've paid my investor, which is you.
But is it not easier said than done?
It's very, everything is hard, my guy. Everything is hard. You just choose your hard. It's hard to be broke, it's hard to be rich. Saga, when you say it, it looks hard, but at the end of the day, you choose how your heart that you want.
So how certain are you kutindatora mari ichadzora?
So it depends now with that's why they say practice makes perfect. For me, I think practice makes permanent. When you do something consistently for a long time, you end up being the master of the game. It's like when you were in primary school, when you were taught ABC from the get-go. I think a teacher, what is this person saying? But eventually, as it's stuck in your subconscious mind, right now, if I say A without you thinking, the next thing that comes is B. So I think I've done this for a very long time, that I now know when you say one, I now know where the two comes from. So at the end of the day, everything has got a risk, but it's how you you manage the risk. It's how you assess the risk, and keeping on doing it until it's easy. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give you a floor right now.
Yeah.
To just talk to everyone who's listening right now to Capi Talk.
Yeah.
Who wants to do their business or contemplating what should I do this year?
Yeah.
I need to have a life that keeps on going and evolving and everything.
Yeah.
talk to them, inspire them, motivate them business-wise.
So tinasatapinda amatonyora hanzi indogona kupedza maputi ndichidya tozvibvisa sei 024
Alex from White House, hanzi ini ndogona kutopedza kudya maputi acho. Right. So let's inspire each other now.
Yeah. Okay, so as the year starts, Shumba, what I think is, especially the Africans, things that you call year resolutions. You know, if you go, I'm a Christian, man. I grew up in the church, and I love God, you know, like crazy. But I see there is a disease that has gotten into the churches, that has gone into the public. So it's year resolutions. It's a year of divine speed. It's a year of favor. It's a year of money. You know, whatever. Just 3 months down the line, it's gone. It's finished. It's like when people do the first 10 days of the year, they can fast the first 10 days of the year. Then, so I'm sure the devil is like, for 10 days. After 10 days, I'm back, you know. So we now live in a system of things that are put by other things that benefit them at the end of the day. So not only it's a year of divine speed, but how fast are you going to be? How are you going to do that? People don't know that. People write goals every start of the year, but why is it that when the year ends, they're forgetting the goals? So you know what I think is, we must get out of this system of year resolutions. There's nothing called year resolutions. You know, show me your 24 hours. I'll show you how successful you're going to be. When you do this breakfast show, you know, I'm going to be on this breakfast show at this time, you know, and I'm going to do it this amount of time a week. And probably it's going to pay me this much, or this is what I'm going to do. We have people out there who are like, this year I'll make money. How? You know, show me your 24 hours. Show me how you're going to make money today. And then I'll tell you, it's like right now, I knew I'm going to have a meeting right now. I'm going to have an interview. After this interview, I'm going for a 10 a.m. meeting. I'm going for a 12 p.m. meeting with my investors. So I don't look at the year. It's like if you ask me, what are you going to be 6 years to come? Shumba, I don't know. You know, I know what I'm going to be today. And I know what I'm going to be the next 24 hours. So I think the generation of today have to focus on the 24 hours that is ahead of you, and you nail it. So there's my year resolutions. It's a year of vision. It's a year of whatever. Got my years, mangani, for the last 10 years. You know, what a year of speed, or a speed, what a year of being a millionaire, or a million. So that's the first thing that I think. If we had to change our 2024, let's focus on the 24 hours ahead of us and nail it. So if you say I'm going to be a hustler, in 2024. Put your targets. I'll give you, let me make this into perspective. Everybody wants to be a millionaire, correct? Right? People want to be but people don't even know what it takes to make a million. For example, if you put 1 million and put the days of the year, there are 365 days of the year, correct? So if you divide 1 million, 1 and 6 zeros divided by 365, you're supposed to make $2,740 US every day to be a millionaire in a year. If that is your net, that means that is after expenses. You see, so this is my year of being a millionaire. How are you going to make $2,700 a day? If you don't have that answer, then you can never be a millionaire. You see, so if you're settling for a $500 job, and then you say, I'm going to be a millionaire, divide that $500 by 12 months, divide that by the number of days of the year, you see that you're making probably $7 a day. So how are you going to be a millionaire? You're still 2,733 short.
But if I put myself into a target of a 24-hour target, is that not going to put me into a risk of end up being fraudulent? Because I just want to achieve this 24 hours. Okay,
so basically, I think when it comes to the thing of hustle and it, the whole thing, Shumba, it's all about structure, right? So uganopinda mudiri une pressure yakuti I need to achieve this, but without the right structure and the right system and the right goal, you end up doing things that you're not supposed to do. You know, definitely there are no two ways about it. So at the end of the day, it's all about who are you listening to? What information do you have? What's knows that on get the easy way out is because they don't have information. Information is power of data. Nini ndakambo mu airport. Okay, let me tell you a little to answer your question. Daga pane banana broke, you know, broke like nobody's business. If I'm in Cape Town, South Africa, so Mandalay is very close to the airport. Sakande gets Dargani, Nebam Soro. When Musindaka Verenga my planes, my planes, I don't remember the correct number, but Bakadargan take it because you in the broke and like it's in the gets never guys. But you know, ndakafunga kuti maybe ndege dzina vanhu idzi. Vanhu varongo ndege dzakabroka dzirongoenda mudenga ndikaende ku airport. Mariana ndasara naye mu ndikakwira taxi ndikaenda ku airport. Ndikapinda. Man, I was shocked with what I saw. I'm broke, I'm sitting in a small ghetto. I'm seeing people with suitcases, you know, Louis Vuitton, Gucci's, you know, people with their wives going and traveling. I'm like, what is wrong with me? If these people, I don't know, is this a real human being or it's a robot? You know, because sometimes maybe we live in a matrix where we have. So I got to understand with they have information. Because in India, right now, nobody knows me. These people are getting into business classes. That means they know some business officials in Joburg that they're going to meet. So I discovered the first goal to make money, I need information. Because information causes motion. Interview, but interview. What they'll do, they'll get in a text, they'll dress up, they'll get in a text, they'll move towards the interview. Because they got information that there is a what? There's an interview. Yeah. So information causes motion. When you have information, you can move towards something. So when is because no information but there is real information that out there, which is what I give, you know, on my platforms and stuff. Yeah.
But you spoke about having started this credits. But what does it take for me to go to you and you believe me? $50,000 is capital now. Because I could believe it, which no quereta. One, I don't have a car, is collateral. Yeah, I don't have a house, I don't have a farm to is collateral. For you to just part with $50,000 to say Tinashe take this.
Yeah. Okay, so Inini, let me to put that into perspective, let me put up how I started so that you understand with the Razus Kasepam trust on the van. So Inini, I think you can hear I'm very eloquent in speech, right? So I can speak. So I saw Guti, I can never be broke and you go now town. So what I discovered is I saw Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has the best adverts all over the world, right? But they're the biggest company, more than 100 years old. Why is it that Coca-Cola keeps advertising even if they're big as they are? Why is it that they keep on looking for marketing and advertisement managers or directors as big as they are? I discovered every company has got a way to start, they have a way to create, but they don't know how to market. They don't know how to sell. So products, but that's how I started. So the way rich guys could keep me close, or the way people with money could keep me close, is if I offered them value of marketing the products that they have. So the ghetto, example, my cupboards, you know. My cupboards, station I don't go Facebook marketplace, as your Facebook advertisement, as your Google ad or whatever. You know, you take nice pictures with your iPhone, go advertise those things. When you find buyers, you get paid with commission. So that's how I started. So some products. Eventually I was scaling up. The rich guys started trusting me with marketing their companies. You see. So just marketing the companies, coming back, marketing. Then when I was tired, I went back to the table. I said, guys, I want to sit at the table. They said, what do you want to do, VK? I said, I also got my ideas, you see. Then because they'd seen my abilities, it's like if I market your company, because can I have money? Will you say no?
I will believe you.
You give me. Because I've made you what? I've made you money. So for me, that's how I created my career. When I blew up these guys' companies, they trusted me to give money. So it's like my energy drink company who had millions of investment. You know, I raised that overnight, man. Because I just told them, guys, this is what I have. I made a prototype. I pieced it up. And then I told them, I can multiply your money. You know, I'm the guru when it comes to marketing and sales. They're like, man, we trust you. Whatever money you want, we can give you.
All right, VK, you said you used to go to people's businesses, take the business, go market it. I come to you today, I take the energy drink from you, and you give me a case, say $12 a case.
Yes.
And how much markup would you advise people to put for them to keep going in terms of business? Because no one $112. $20. That's $8 profit.
Yes.
How much margin would you advise people to put?
Okay, so the margin depends on the type of product or business that you have. There is no one size fits all when it comes to markup margin or profit margin. You know, so it's like the energy drink business. You can have a certain margin. Energy drink business, we deal with what is called production rate, distribution rate. So Inini is a manufacturer. whatever you sell with is retail price, it's recommendation at 9. And your recommendation price on retail is 10 rand or something like that, or $10 or $1. And so Isuzu as manufacturers, we just give you the product at a distribution price. Then you release the product at whatever recommended price. But we don't know to drink in the street, no change $1, but we got in a club. $15. The price of Red Bull in a shop is different with the price of Red Bull in a garage. It's different with the price of Red Bull in a club. So it now depends with the clientele base that you have. A couch in Udiriro can cost $200. The same couch, if you put it in Bordeaux Brook, is going to cost $2,000. So at the end of the day, you can mark up or do whatever you want. The question is, do you have the market that buys the certain amount of markup that you have? For example, that I'm going to beg, I'm going to think that I'm a vegetarian, a beef burger, they'll think you're crazy. You know, it does not matter how much nice the beef burger is. I was believe. So at the end of the day, it's not really about how much markup or whatever. It's about your clientele. Who do you have? Who's going to buy, your product? And then that would define how much markup you're going to put, depending as well on the product that you have. Yeah.
So, starting than a product, chakakosha clientele first.
Chakosha clientele. You can actually start a business without, capital. Or with the product you need it, but you might not have it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because look at people in network marketing. They send you pictures. When we have a life, we don't go to one more have a life. When we think you put some before and after of the pictures, and then you believe, then you buy the product, and then after that you start consuming. So at the end of the day, it's all about clientele and understanding your product.
Some people right now might argue that VK Sharma business ideas are paid. Next door to people, 3 houses from my house. Are we check it off to Hugo? Now we check it Zuhuta. Everyone is doing that.
Yeah.
So business ideas are paid.
Yeah.
How then am I going to make money?
Okay. So thank you for that question. I'll come up with most of my businesses. Honestly, I copy and I paste. In the the same thing they are doing, and I paste that.
When we say nothing beats the original,
that was an old prophet. That was an old prophet. These days, it's okay. So the akuna chinonzima business ideas appear, right? Kunem narwida wuku ane wuku 5. Kweta mnagada nge Sari, and Sari is winning big. Kweta mnarchaza wida say who win. Like what I told you before, the difference between these two guys is information. That's it. Information. The next thing is connection. That's it. Those are the two differences. What's umamuno? Ane connection to the market, ane distribution, ane chi iwewe hauna, all that. So for me, I think what separates the two people is connection and information. That's it. But my business ideas on that. There is a market for everybody.
Saka winning formula as long as it's winning formula.
As long as it's winning formula and as long as you have the right information, that's it. There are no two ways about it, because ukaona business that means this guy is doing something that you're not, especially if you're in the same niche. Ukaona munu arugu. It's like, for example, I love my wife big time, man. She's right there, right? So if you see yourself having a problem in your relationship, and you see me winning in my relationship, it means I'm doing something that you're not doing. So your question is, what is this guy doing?
Because your relationship is blooming.
Yeah.
Because you can afford. She says, 2024, you promised me a car.
Yeah.
You can afford, you buy a car.
Yeah.
She says she wants a car, but I can't afford. So how then am I going to copy your copy and paste?
Okay, copy and paste, that's not our business. Okay, just to go inside go a bit. It's not like we started like this. In Rambo broker, at some point, I went bankrupt. The time that I met this lady, the Ashkaba Shansa Maria passport. I don't know your passport they expire. The Ashkaba we Shandi Samario. The guy, I think 4 or 5 months is how it is.
Bless him. Bless them.
Yeah. So you see, it's just that one knows the final picture.
Yeah.
But they don't dig deep to see, where this all started. So I think right now, because we can afford, yeah, it's an advantage, but they are good.
But unoona vhiki manje unoona pane dzimwe nyaya dzaunozombodzwa kuti mara matangiro acho aya handaakunyeperwa. I was watching one of the videos. You say I started selling streets of Marondera, and to believe you right now, but this is where you are. Is that believable?
To some people it's not, honestly. Even Thomas did not believe Jesus Christ is risen. So at the end of the day, you know, it's all about who you are. There's nothing that I can say that will make you believe if you don't want to believe, you know. But honestly, that's my life story. And the good thing part about it, that's why right now we're shooting a documentary. That's a good thing. We're shooting a documentary where my guys are going to interview the people that I grew up with, and you know, my church or my street or my now. And the good thing, we also have got old pictures of, you know, some of those things where I grew up and stuff. So I think maybe that will help people, you know, believe in stuff like that.
But don't you think, Kuti, sometimes it's all about my breakthroughs? I don't see it. So when I had 20 years on the street selling eggs together, your breakthrough will come probably maybe less than 20 years. In a year's time, you've got your breakthrough and you're gone. And you got 25, 30 years still selling the same eggs. And you still go back, even if you still go back to Marondera today, you can still see there's some people you started selling with.
Yes.
So I see a breakthrough here.
So I see a breakthrough in your information and who's in their ear. The thing that changed my life, when I realized I needed information, I seeked coaching, I seeked mentorship. So nakatanga kunoshanda mdara to invest in coaching programs, to invest in business programs. It's like when I wanted to get into real estate, I went to look for a real estate coach. So chino chinjat sina mdara mo Africa mno atina ma business coaches, atina ma mentors. We don't even know that those people exist, you know. That's why people are blown away with my social media platform right now, because I'm just dishing out information and content for free, because I realize this is what changed my life. So it can change another hustler out there. So when I'm not taking some advantage, when you have a good sales skill and a good work ethic, where there is will, there is a way. So they have will, they have work ethic, they have skill. The only thing that they're lacking is information to scale their business to the whole level. I don't go shame, I'm not going to supply, I'm not going to supply Pick and Pay and get paid on a distribution level and make a lot of money. You know, that's the only thing that's lacking. Yeah.
So, Mvana about $1 million right now.
Yeah.
Chaono kwanza kumudza taiti ne $1 million chi.
Okay, the best thing.
So we start starting somewhere.
Yeah, starting somewhere.
About $1 million DK.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw this program, you know, South Africans, I blew it. So you don't know when a lotto, then Maria Silva appeared. The other thing that we're not taught is what is called investment. You know, Munagabata million. The best thing that I tell you is, if you're a youngster, right? Obviously, you need, I'm a realist, man. Obviously, you need that car, right? But before you spend, Warren Buffett says, rich people, they spend what is left after 7. And poor people save what is left after, exactly. So, the best thing that I'd advise is go invest that money first. You know, take $500,000 of it, invest it in real estate, get a build. Those kind of that you need is more information. Come to me as a mentor, right? I tell you, put your money there, put your money there, then we'll start 200K, you know, because you need to enjoy your success at the end of the day. But first, invest that money. At least even property, if I want to redeem that money, I'll just sell this property and get my money back. You know.
But you know, these are figures that we're just using as examples. It's very difficult for you to get $1 million today. And how much would you say this is the amount that you can start investing from?
Okay, so investments start as little as what you have. So before investment, there comes a thing that is called saving, right? Everybody knows saving. So saving, if I'm to teach someone, I tell you, you save to invest. Saka ukawana $20, for example, Shumba. If you get it $20, right? You save that money to the point of where it gets to a level where you can invest it, right? Saka, the question I say, within $1,000 now, saver. Start from where you are. Start from $5. Start from $10. Start saving that money towards a certain investment. So it might be a business investment. It might be a passive investment. For example, like I have a company, VK Capital, where people save their money with me. You know, they invest with me. So at the end of the day, you have to look at a way that you save towards a certain investment. So if you want a business, because that business, you need $1,000, right? Start saving as little as $20 until you get to the $1,000. Then invest into the business and then start growing from there. And get mentorship and coaching so that you start doing your food.
Wangu ndine 60 iri pa10.
Yeah.
Toda kutoseva ndiri kuprocess yekuseva kuti ndisvike ku
But
500.
you know what?
Manheru ndichidzoka soka. Motikari ina fiwa ari kangotora ka 10 pa 60.
Yeah.
But you know what, VK?
Yeah.
Vamwe tingori nema idea. Atina kana fungwa dzekuti ndokwanisa kuwana capital pakati.
Yeah, you don't even know where to get the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ipabo, the problem in this world is not ideas. That's one thing I tell you. Everybody has a business idea. What lacks? Okay. So to answer your question in a right way, there are 99% average and broke people in the world. The world of 7.5 billion people. 99% of those people are average and they're broke. 1% is successful and rich and wealthy, right? You know what the difference is? Is because everyone has an idea, but not everyone can execute on the idea. It's not easy to get capital. It's not easy. It's not easy to start a business. It's not easy. But only the 1% have got the guts to make that drive to make it happen. So I think execution, I would say innovation is rewarded, execution is worshipped. You are called a Shumba. There is a difference between a lion and all the other animals of the jungle. He's the king of the jungle, but he's not the fastest. He's not the tallest. He's not the biggest. But why is he the king? Why are you the king when you're not the fastest? The cheetah is fast. Why are you the king when you're not the tallest? The giraffe is tall. Why are you the king when you're not the elephant? He's got all the power. It's all about the mindset, the mentality, the grind, the power, to say nothing is going to stop me. I will do whatever it takes. I will go wherever I can go until I make my dream a reality. So it's not easy, man. You knock doors.
But
Yeah.
VK, yes,
Yeah.
I'm a Shumba. Ndobuda ndati hana asikuenda novhima but pamwe pacho nomupedzero wafura sora futi uri shumba yacho wanyatsombozama zvese wherever you are knocking your door, the door is closed. I knock on his door, it's closed. I knock on her door, she says come tomorrow. You come tomorrow, you keep going until you lose power of going.
Okay, so the thing there, DJ, is what value are you offering? That's the problem. You can knock doors and you don't have value. It's because they have nothing to offer on the table. So sometimes we knock too much doors. It's better to spend time crafting ourselves so that when we turn up, the room gets silent. Man, I'm telling you, if I walk in a room, people feel my presence. It doesn't matter who you are. People feel that I'm there. When I walk in, I really stamp in and show that, the lion is here. You know why? Because I spent times and years crafting myself to be the guy who walks in a room and I become relevant, So at the end of the day, it's all about you. How are you crafting yourself? When you want to pitch out my doors, or what kind of business plan, or not a business idea, you would know.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we have to end it here for today. Yeah,
As long as people finishing every start on it.
Yeah, every Wednesday to talk about business. This year we have to be millionaires. Billionaires. Thank you so much, VK. Stand by for the news at 9 o'clock. We appreciate VK Lionheart. Thank you so much.
On Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Capital.